Hello guys, this is the Bunny Valkyrie. I lost my cushion for the mic, so sorry if the audio is kind of bad. Poppy? Sorry if the audio is kind of poppy, I guess. So, this is the topic that I wanted to talk about in the previous video, which I didn't end up covering because the previous topic was actually kind of long, so yeah. Here we are. So the topic is how to make friends. The thing with me is I made like good relationships. Like I focus more on like my friendships than family. Building like a family dynamic with my friends. We were really there for each other. We always have each other's back. What my role was, I volunteered for the role. It was like, I was the listener for the group. Well, at least that's what I wanted to be. But it kind of like stuck like that for years, so the problem was that first and foremost I have a mental illness diagnosed and being medicated for here and there, but I don't really take the medication every day. But yeah, that's what that was mainly the reason why I'd rather like probably cut my friends because they were incapable of adjusting to what I need, which is someone who understands my mental condition rather than brushing it off as an attitude problem. Yeah, that's what one of the people in the group said. Because apparently it's an attitude problem, not a mental illness. So, yep. So yeah, I had to cut them off because I cannot stop a relapse of my condition, which is schizoaffective disorder, in which, from what I know, from what I researched, is it's schizophrenia. Actually, I have bipolar disorder. But if I don't sleep well, I get schizophrenia, like hallucinations, delusions. But like at the moment, it's like I feel more me. So maybe I should talk about like why I feel more me than in the past like 3 years. It's because like anyway, but yeah, in the past I do feel more me than the past like 3 years or 4 years. It's because during the like really close to when the pandemic like hit, I was in dentistry. I was doing clinics. The structure of dentistry at that school, it was so overpopulated with students, with clinicians, that they could not accommodate the amount of clinicians who need to do their quota. There were like a few hundreds of us. I could say like 200, about 200 of clinicians at a time, and like, it was just so bad. It was just so bad. There was no time to eat lunch. There was no time to sleep a good, healthy amount of sleep. So I go home after school like I reach home like 9 p.m. I go to school around 5 a.m. I sleep just like 4 hours, 2 hours, something like that. It was pretty horrific. So the only proper meal I had was dinner. If ever I had breakfast, it was just oatmeal or a Nutella sandwich. And then for lunch, which is I barely had, it was pretty bad. So I was getting cold a lot, so I kept wearing jackets. I mean, that's an issue with me. I just get cold easily. But in that school, it was like air conditioned, even in the hallway, so you wore jackets every day. But I did not know how thin I was getting until, until someone actually pointed out, like, we are concerned for you because you seem to be thinning. So, yeah, I did not eat nor sleep well. So I schizophrenic episodes. So it was yeah, it was like a pandemic, like 2020. Although I suspect that it's connected, like my schizophrenic episodes and sleep and hypertension, which I have recently diagnosed, are connected. I had a relapse. My friends didn't really know what to do. I can't rely on family because I relied on them the first time and that didn't help. Made it worse, actually. So yeah, so I lost friends. Although I don't exactly feel lonely, at least recently, because like the friendships that did last after the fact were, I developed on those. I nurtured those ones, and like I think that was the right decision, because people in your life, those who are meant to stay will stay. You don't have to adjust yourself for anyone. You don't have to be someone you're not for them to just stay, because really, if they do that, who are they staying for? It's not you. It's a version of you that you try to, keep going. But that person that they see ain't you, so they're not exactly there for you. You know what I mean? For the person who you really are. Throughout this whole experience, what I did learn was that it's fine starting off from scratch. It is always fine to start off from zero, because you can always start negative. And I've been through the negative dip in my life because I have depression since I was like in grade school. So, and I lost my mom. It was like depression. I was like, this is the normal level of like base of human emotion, and then like depression. And then I was like getting better, and then my mom died. So that's like the negative. So like, yeah, I mean, things could go so much worse. Worse things than starting off from scratch, starting off from zero. And actually, sometimes starting off from zero is just an upward projection after, making space for more, for better things in your life. I think that's good. So really, if you want to make friends, what I used to do is just like whenever I meet someone new, or at least I didn't like talk to them personally, I don't really make the rumors like cloud my judgment of them. I'd rather judge the person as they interact with me, because at least I know that is, my experience of them, and that's what I hold on to be true. Because they can act a certain way with some other people, and that's their version of them that they know, but the version that I know of that person, same person, is different. That's how they just interact with me. And sometimes people just interact differently with me, mainly because I don't know, because I actually like focus on studying, because I actually am more hardworking than the average person, or because I speak good English. I live in Asia, so I don't know. I guess some people are intimidated by me because they don't treat me as a actual person. They don't treat me as an equal to them. They treat me as someone who is not human. And that is very jarring, to say the least. Some people just, want to watch you fall, and then, or like, I don't know, there are weird people like that like they're there for your down moments, but when you become successful, or when you like do something worthy of praise, they don't celebrate with you. That's a different type of person. You know, those people just exist. When you want to make friends who are there for you, first be, yourself around them, because at least they know you directly, like immediately upon like I met you, that's you, other than like layers, like wait to get to know me, blah blah blah, you'll know a different side of me. I'm like, hey, but yeah, I just, when I meet someone, when I hang out with them, I just want to be there for them, and they're there for me, just mutual sharing the human experience together. It doesn't have to be happy all the time. You can like share moments that are, you need to like be vulnerable with someone. You can't trust anyone else, but you want to give them a chance to like know that, hey, I'm vulnerable, can you like help me, maybe, or at least listen to me. I don't know, I do think that people who are lonely just don't really have good support group, which is like their friends or family. And for me, I chose the friends route. So really, I think people who are, looking for relationships because they're lonely really just mostly need to fix their support group. Because if you feel lonely, it's either that or you're boring yourself. It's just like, if you're boring yourself, how can you be good company? Because if you are bored with entertaining yourself or giving yourself a good day, like you have to rely on someone to give you a good day, that's not really something you should keep at. Because if you're boring yourself daily, you get depressed, you make riskier actions, you are not having a happy time. So if you're lonely, It's either make yourself, get a hobby, explore things you like, get like skills you wanna like do better at. Example like drawing. You can look up tutorials. You can look up like explore on your own how to get better at drawing, how to get better at painting, how to get better at, I don't know, any hobby. Like making clay stuff, like designing stuff, like crafting things, baking, cooking, I don't know, anything, singing, anything. Just develop yourself, really. So that at least when you're alone, you don't really have to rely on some other entity to keep you happy. Because if you're good company for yourself, you're sure enough good company for other people, right? People who are lonely, be your own best friend. That's one. And then the second one is to get a good support group, which is friends or family or loved ones. When you make friends, just be open. Don't judge them right away. Like, based off rumors, you judge them personally by your interactions with them. And some people take time, but like, it's, you don't have to feel lonely. You just have to like go out there, meet new people, develop yourself. Really get yourself out there. You'll find friends. I mean, if you live for 50 years or 80 years, I'm pretty sure you'll have one more friend, at least one more friend. So, yeah. Just be open about meeting new people, having new experiences. Just be open. And a lot of things will follow. Be open and genuine, and a lot of things will follow. This camera is killing me. Thank you for listening to my rant. Bye-bye.